Hi everyone! I am so excited to write about jellyfish today. I actually think they are so beautiful. And if you have a chance, you can go to MontereyBayAquarium.com and they have a jellyfish webcam and they're just so pretty. Or you could just look up jellyfish webcam and you can find jellyfish from all over the place. So I'm really excited because these are such beautiful animals. And I hope that you already went to the science section and looked up some amazing sites and information that you could use for our writing today. So let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and move this. Again, if you don't have this paper, I did add it to the top of this section so that you are more than welcome to grab that or use any kind of paper that you have at home. Even from the independent learning packet, you are more than welcome to grab the writing page or the back of one of those pages and use that as well. Okay, so let's get started with our topic. Today, we are writing about jellyfish. So let me zoom in a little bit for you. Get this ready so that you can see it nice and clearly. So at the top, we are going to write jellyfish. Now, this is a longer word. So I'm going to start a little bit closer to the edge over here. Jelly. Now I'm writing it big so that you can see it, but you're more than welcome to write it a little bit smaller so that you have more room to illustrate. But I'm writing mine big. Here we go. Jellyfish, and it's one word. Sh. Jellyfish. Okay. And then right underneath it, we are going to draw our line right underneath our topic. And today we are going to be writing two sentences. So bam and bam. Okay. For the first one, we are going to write the word can. Jellyfish can. So I love the word can because we can sound it out can, just the way we see it. So I love that. Jellyfish can. Now there are a lot of different things we can say about jellyfish. Jellyfish can sting. Okay. Jellyfish can swim. But today, I think I'm going to write jellyfish can sting. Even though it doesn't sound very nice, I love the way they can use their tentacles. And if they feel scared, that's their defense mechanism. They can just sting another animal. So I think that's pretty cool. So let's write sting. And I love ing. You'll use it in first grade all the time. Ing is I-N-G. I love it. Sting, ring, wing, ping. I just love ing. So our sentence, you can use your flashlight finger or your pointer finger, is jellyfish can sting. Now for our second sentence, right over here, we are going to write have. Oops, sorry. Jellyfish have. and a silent E. Jellyfish have. Oh my goodness, there's so many things with jellyfish that we learned. We learned that, do they have arms? Nope, they don't. They swim and they use their body and they squeeze their body. And when they squeeze their body, that pushes them up or it propels them. We also learned that they can sting with what? Tentacles. I love that. They almost look like little long strings. Also, they don't have bones in their body. So if they go roller skating and they fall, they can't break a bone. Just kidding. They can't roller skate in the water, silly. So I love that they have tentacles. And I also love that they don't have any bones. So I think I'm going to write jellyfish have tentacles. That is such a big scientific word. I love it. Let's be scientists today. Okay, it's long, so I'm going to start more in the middle. Kind of like where our third sentence would be, which we're not doing for this one. We're going to write tentacles. Ready? Here we go. Tentacles. Oh my gosh, look at this long word. Tentacles. Now, if you're thinking, what on earth are tentacles? Then you need to go visit the science section because tentacles are those strings that they have that they use to sting or capture their food, and they use to swim. Okay? So that's what tentacles are. So our first sentence, jellyfish can sting. So let's circle that all the way around. Well, I wrote really big today, boys and girls. And here we go. Now, jellyfish is a really big word. It's long. So right away, I know that I need to make sure that my letters are not huge because it'll take up the whole first row. Okay? So you kind of have to shorten it up. Here we go. Squeeze it together. Jelly. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Jellyfish. Whoops, I went down a little bit. Be careful, boys and girls. Jellyfish. And actually, this is a great idea of writing really long sentences. So maybe it's okay if we write kind of big. Jellyfish. It's like our slide. We start at the top of the slide. Take your finger. What's the next word? Can. Good job. Can. Don't forget that finger space right there. So we have jellyfish can. Jellyfish can. What's our last word? Sting. Now I did this on purpose. I squeezed jellyfish and then I made it take up a little more room because this is a perfect way to teach you how to go to the next line and write. So I did that on purpose. Okay? So our last word is sting. I do not have enough room right here. So I'm going to go to the next row, the next line, and write sting down here. Sting. Don't let those letters cross the road. Sting. Let me move this so that maybe you can get some more light. Okay. Jellyfish can sting. What goes at the end of your sentence? A period. And then we take, where's my red? Here's my red. We circle it to show the reader this is where we stop. This is the end of our sentence. And then we take our green crayon and underline the very first letter. Green means go. It tells the reader this is where you start, this is where you go. Jellyfish can sting. And then red means stop. It's also a reminder, did you start your sentence with a capital letter? So did I start my sentence with a capital J? Yeah, I sure did. And now I'm going to grab another crayon. And our other sentence is what? Jellyfish have tentacles. So we are going to circle the whole thing. This is huge. Whoops, sorry. Even the word jellyfish again, because that is our topic. That is what we have to write. I'm going to scoot this over a little. Okay. Jellyfish have tentacles. Now, I'm going to show you where you're going to start writing. Sure, you could go to this third line, but we are almost first graders, okay? So we are going to start our next sentence right after the period. I mean, look at all this space. We need to save the turtles. We can't be wasteful. So right after this period, you are going to do your finger space, and then you'll start with the word jellyfish. So here's my period, finger space, jellyfish. Jellyfish. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. Look at that. Jellyfish. It fit perfect. There's the beginning. Jellyfish. And you're at the top of the slide. Take your finger. What's the next word? Have. So obviously we don't have any more room. So now we can go to the next row. Have. 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 Here we go. Have. Have. So we have jellyfish have, what do they have? Tentacles. Tentacles. Here we go. Finger space, the biggest word, scientists. Tentacles. Whew. You're right. We need our period at the end. We circle it in red. Red means stop. We underline. Now don't underline this one. And don't put a period over here. Sometimes some of you will do that. You'll put a period right here and it's like, no, Jellyfish is not your sentence. You only get one period, and it's at the end of the 3 words. It's not after jellyfish. It's after the last word, tentacles, okay? So that's why I didn't add a period right here. That's not where it goes. It's the end of the road or the line, your writing line, but it's definitely not the end of your sentence. So we take our green crayon, we go to the very first letter. Whoops, sorry, Mr. E, you got a little bit of green right there. So that's the beginning of our sentence. Green means go. Jellyfish have tentacles. Period. Perfect. It's also a reminder for what? Did you start with a capital letter? Okay, good job. That was a really long and amazing sentence. Now for the fun part, the illustration. Now, jellyfish can be all kinds of different colors. So I think I'm going to make mine purple. And I love jellyfish because they almost look like a rainbow. And then you close the rainbow. And then their tentacles, which are a bunch of little strings. I think I'm going to get a different color, and there's going to be like a baby jellyfish over here. Some of them even glow. They're so pretty. I might make like another one over here. And where do they live, boys and girls? Where do they live? Yeah, they live in the ocean. So this is the top of my water. And I think I'm going to make some sand in the water, in the ocean. Here's my ocean floor. And it goes up and down. Maybe I'm going to draw just some fun ocean plants. They can be different colors. They don't have to be green. Ooh, maybe I'm going to draw some sea kelp. Here we go. Some seaweed. That's cool. And you know, it goes all the way up to the top of the water because they still need sunlight. It's a plant. So they go all the way up to the top to get that sunlight. And some of it looks kind of reddish too. So maybe, where's my red? Maybe there'll be some like red kelp over here. There you go. Ooh, and maybe there's a school of fish because they are learning today. They are learning about jellyfish. So this is a little school. These are all the children, all the students. I think it's so amazing how they all know to swim the same direction all the time. And then when they turn, they all turn. It's so cool. There's the school of fish. They're learning. And once you've decided all the things in your ocean, then you can lightly color the ocean. And you can add all kinds of details. Maybe there's a sea urchin. I love sea urchin. Maybe there's a starfish. Maybe Nemo is in there and Dory. Now I love background. So the sun, I have just enough room over here. It's over here. It's such a happy, beautiful day. And I love drawing or illustrating seabirds. So I'm going to stick maybe one here. It's just a letter M, just like that. And maybe a small one back here to make it look like it's far away. I just love illustrating seabirds because they're so easy. Okay, maybe I keep my illustration going up there. There you have it, boys and girls. All right, so today we wrote and illustrated about jellyfish. And you know what? I forgot to do one thing. I forgot to add our standard. Because did we write about our most favorite animal in the whole wide world? My favorite animal is jellyfish. No, so it's not opinion. Today we gave information to people. We wrote that jellyfish can sting, and we wrote that jellyfish have tentacles. So we gave information today. So that's our standard. You know it, WK2. That means we are writing information, informative text. Text just means words, that's all. So I think I'm going to write my standard right here. You can also write it down here as well. So I'm going to write W, because we did writing today. K, because we are in kindergarten. And guess what? When you go to first grade next year, you're going to write a 1 right there. WK2, because it's information. You gave people information today about jellyfish. And so thank you so much for joining me. I love jellyfish. So go read those science articles again. Go get on the internet and look up jellyfish webcams. They're so beautiful. Some of them are really tiny. Some of them can be really, really big. And I hope you have a wonderful day, everybody.